Hi everyone, this is Today in History. Today is Monday, April the 15th, the 106th day of 2024. There are 260 days left in the year. On this day in 1912, the British luxury passenger liner Titanic sank en route to New York City from Southampton, Hampshire, England. After striking an iceberg during its maiden voyage, some 1,500 people died. On this day in 1920, two men were murdered in South Braintree, Massachusetts, leading to the Sacco-Vanzetti case and the still controversial convictions of the two Italian immigrants. On this day in 1924, the McNally Auto Chum was released. It was the American Publishing Company's first road atlas. On this day in 1926, Robertson Aircraft, one of the companies that later developed into American Airlines, flew its first mail route between Chicago and St. Louis, Missouri, with Charles A. Lindbergh as the pilot. On this day in 1947, Jackie Robinson, who broke baseball's racial barrier, played in his first major league game for the Brooklyn Dodgers at Ebbets Field. On this day in 1955, American fast food pioneer Ray Kroc opened the first McDonald's franchise, launching an enterprise that would eventually become the world's largest fast food chain in Des Plaines, Illinois. On this day in 1980, French novelist and playwright Jean-Paul Sartre, who was a leading exponent of existentialism, died at age 74. On this day in 1989, tragedy occurred at Hillsborough Stadium in Sheffield, England, when a crush of soccer fans resulted in 96 deaths and hundreds of injuries. Police mistakes were later blamed for the incident. On this day in 2000, U.S. President Bill Clinton established the giant Sequoia National Monument, a preserve near Sequoia National Park covering more than 500 square miles or 1,300 square kilometers of Sequoia National Forest in the Sierra Nevada of California. On this day in 2003, U.S. President George W. Bush declared that the government of Saddam Hussein in Iraq had fallen as a result of the Iraq War, and the following day asked the United Nations to lift sanctions against Iraq. On this day in 2013, near the finish line of the Boston Marathon, two homemade bombs were detonated in the crowd of spectators. 3 people were killed and more than 260 were wounded in the terrorist attack. On this day in 2019, the historic Notre-Dame de Paris caught fire during a restoration campaign, and the blaze destroyed most of the cathedral's roof, the 19th century spire, and some of the rib vaulting. Alright, that's it for today. Today is Monday, April the 15th, the 106th day of 2024. There are 260 days left in the year.